Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Thursday, July 31st. Coming up on Cullman Today, Ethel Alexander announces candidacy for mayor of Colony, Cullman law enforcement prepares for the new school year, and more on that $750,000 state grant Cullman was awarded. All this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Ethel Alexander has announced her candidacy for mayor of Colony. According to her official announcement, Alexander serves as councilwoman for the town of Colony, located in Cullman County, and representative for the Black Heritage Council for District 4 for the state of Alabama. She is also an historian, author, genealogist, creative writer, and retired special education teacher. Alexander has been involved in numerous community activities, including organizing the Colony Senior Fashion Show, serving as the secretary of the Town of Colony's Senior Citizen Center, and teaching Sunday school. She has 4 sons, 4 granddaughters, and 2 great-grandsons, and describes herself as a servant for the people who is transparent, dedicated, and committed. The Colony municipal election will take place Tuesday, August 26th. As the new school year approaches, the Cullman County Sheriff's Office and Cullman Police Department are implementing updated training and safety protocols to protect students, staff, and families. Both agencies have been working closely with local school administrators to ensure campuses are secure and emergency plans are up to date. School resource officers have completed advanced training in active shooter response, mental health crisis intervention, and decision-making under pressure. The Sheriff's Office continues to prioritize strong relationships between SROs and the school community, while the Police Department is increasing visibility during arrival and dismissal to manage traffic and deter unsafe behavior. Additional efforts include regular safety audits, updated emergency response plans, and community outreach through forums and partnerships with parent-teacher groups. Families are encouraged to follow school drop-off procedures, obey school zone speed limits, report suspicious behavior, and have regular conversations with their children about personal safety. With continued coordination between law enforcement, schools, and families, Cullman County officials are committed to creating a safe, supportive environment for all students heading into the new academic year. Yesterday, we reported that the City of Cullman is receiving a $750,000 state grant through Alabama's Growing Alabama program. Those funds are earmarked to help develop the new Frank Research and Technology Park. The 30-acre site, located just north of Highway 69 near the shooting range, was purchased by the city and will be transformed into a hub for research, technology, and business development. Alabama Senate President Pro Tem Garland Gudger, who helped secure the grant, says the park is expected to attract high-tech industries and 21st century jobs due to Cullman's strategic location between Huntsville and Birmingham. The Growing Alabama program supports site readiness for industrial and economic development projects, with 27% of 2025's grants going to rural communities like Cullman. The funding is backed by private sector contributions in exchange for state tax credits. The announcement comes as part of Gudger's broader Alabama Rural Roadmap initiative, which targets key areas of improvement in rural areas, including infrastructure, small business growth, workforce training, health care, and quality of life. A finalized plan is expected to go before the legislature in 2026. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up next, Bama Trio named to Outland Watch List, and Auburn's Falk recognized for defensive excellence. Sports is next. Welcome back. Alabama's offensive line is getting national attention ahead of the 2025 season. Parker Brailsford, Caden Proctor, and Jaden Roberts have all been named to the Outland Trophy Watch List, which honors the top interior linemen in college football. Brailsford, a standout center, started all 13 games last season and didn't allow a single sack in 777 snaps, earning second-team All-American honors. He also recorded 63 knockdown blocks. Proctor returns as a two-year starter at left tackle. He started 11 games in 2024 and was named second-team All-SEC. His efforts helped lead an SEC best rushing attack that averaged nearly 174 yards and 41 touchdowns. Roberts, anchoring the right side at guard, allowed just one sack and 253 pass blocking plays while helping the Tide average nearly 34 points per game. Alabama has had 6 Outland Trophy winners in program history. This year's winner will be announced December 11th on ESPN. Over at Auburn, defensive lineman Keldrick Falk has been named to the Bronco Nagurski Trophy Watch List. Falk posted 7 sacks and 11 tackles for loss last season. The Nagurski Trophy honors the top defensive player in college football, with the winner announced December 8th in Charlotte. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, CHS grad paints mural for East Elementary, the Cullman Tribune Pet of the Week, Victim Services is in need of supplies, and Alabama Extension launches stakeholder survey. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Cullman High School graduate Eliana Hollis has brought color and nostalgia to East Elementary with a new garden mural inspired by classic children's books. A former East student herself, Hollis says the project was a heartfelt way to give back to the school that shaped her childhood. The mural features characters like the Lorax, the Giving Tree, Peter Rabbit, and the Very Hungry Caterpillar, each chosen for their symbolism and connection to the school's garden. The project began with a spray-painted background and was completed with detailed acrylic work, all under the heat of the summer sun. Hollis says seeing the students' reaction made it all worth it, and she's grateful for the chance to leave a lasting mark on a place she still holds dear. Tess. Tess is the perfect combination of all that is good and kind in the dog world. At approximately 4.5 to 5 years old, this low to medium energy girl has an unassuming nature and a quiet way of stealing your heart. She is the Cullman Tribune Pet of the Week. Tess cherishes every moment you spend with her, finding joy in the simple things, especially the cool water of the kiddie pool, as long as you're right there by her side. Her calm, gentle demeanor makes her an ideal candidate for a companion, reading, or therapy dog. I just absolutely love this remarkable girl, shared a caretaker at the shelter. Tess's adoption fee is $130, which includes spay, vaccines, microchip, wormer, and a general vet exam. Visit the shelter at 935 Convent Road Northeast. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. If Tess is already in her forever home by the time you visit, don't worry. She has many friends at the shelter who are just as eager to meet you and find their own happy endings. Contact the Cullman County Animal Shelter at 256-734-5448 or Cullman Animal Shelter at co.cullman.al.us. Victim Services of Cullman is asking for community support to help meet critical needs for teens and shelter residents. The nonprofit provides no-cost services for survivors of domestic violence, including emergency shelter, legal advocacy, counseling, and a 24-hour crisis line. Right now, they're especially in need of items for teens, like journals, art supplies, makeup, and comfy clothing, which help young survivors feel safe, seen, and supported during their healing journey. Donations can be made at Victim Services Online/Give a Donation or by calling 256-775-2600. You can also support the mission by attending their annual Masquerade Ball on Thursday, September 25th at Stonebridge Farm, their biggest fundraiser of the year. Every gift helps keep the crisis line running, the shelter stocked, and advocates by survivors' side when it matters most. Learn more at victimservices.online. For help, call the 24/7 crisis line at 256-734-6100. The Alabama Cooperative Extension System wants to hear from you. They recently launched a statewide stakeholder assessment survey to better understand the educational and community development needs of Alabamians. Your input will help shape the future of extension programs across all 67 counties. So whether it's agriculture, youth development, community health, or economic development, your voice matters. You can take the survey at aces.edu/go/stakeholder survey. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. George Thomas Hughes, age 69 of Cullman, passed away on Monday, July 28th. A memorial in his honor will be held at a later date. Aiden Jeremy Helms, age 19 of Cullman, passed away on Monday, July 28th. Funeral service is Saturday, August 2nd at 1 p.m. at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Burial will be at Spring Hill Cemetery. Visitation will be held Friday, August 1st from 5 to 8 at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Francis Bennett Godsmith passed away Sunday, July 13th. A graveside service will be held on Monday, August 4th at 12 p.m. at the National Cemetery in Canton, Georgia. A family graveside will be held at a later date at the Hulico Church of Christ Cemetery. Kathleen Gable Bice passed away peacefully on July 28 at the age of 94. A celebration of life funeral service will be held Friday, August 1st at 1 p.m. at Duck River Baptist Church, followed by a graveside service at Duck River Baptist Church Cemetery. Her family will receive friends today from 6 to 8 p.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a moment to look ahead at the weather forecast. Today will be mostly sunny with a high near 92 and heat index values as high as 103, with showers likely after 4. Tonight should be partly cloudy with a low around 72 with a chance of showers and storms. Friday mostly sunny with a high near 90 with showers and thunderstorms likely after 1. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low around 69 and a chance of showers and thunderstorms. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting cullmantribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.